Hi, I'm Brenna, and I live in my Mercedes Metris with my boyfriend Justin. In the last episode, I made it to the Tetons, where my friends and I embarked on a hike that ended up being a little over our heads. In this episode, we were lucky enough to make it to Yellowstone before the floods, so join us as we explore the world's first national park. Good morning, everybody. Basically, we've been in the Tetons now for 2 days, and now we are heading out of the park and then driving up to Yellowstone. We're officially waiting to present the park pass to get to Yellowstone! One thing to know if you're coming to Yellowstone is that it is massive. To put it in perspective, it is larger than the size of Rhode Island and Delaware if they were combined. We started our trip into Yellowstone from the south entrance, stopping at West Thumb to look at the first set of geysers. After leaving West Thumb, we headed to the famous Old Faithful. This famous geyser is what attracts probably the most people in Yellowstone, going off on average every 60 to 110 minutes, and it's definitely worth checking out. After leaving the visitor center, we decided to do a quick hike around the area, and then this happened. We've been on the trail here in Yellowstone for not even 5 minutes, and we just saw, I guess a herd would be the proper term, of bison just run across the trail with babies, and like the alpha bison like standing guard watching everybody. It was so cool. Right by Old Faithful. Yellowstone is home to the largest concentration of mammals in the lower 48. However, today we are going to talk about the bison. First of all, it is the largest mammal in North America. Males can weigh up to 2,000 pounds and stand 6 feet tall. The second thing we'll talk about is what is the difference between bison and buffalo. While bison and buffalo are used interchangeably in North America, the scientific name is bison. Technically, it's actually bison, but one bison will do. And finally, how did bison even get to the United States? Well, bison made their way to America by crossing the ancient land bridge that once connected Asia with North America, some 400,000 years ago. These ancient animals were much larger than the iconic bison we love today. Much of Yellowstone also sits inside an ancient volcanic caldera, basically a supervolcano. Because of this, more than 10,000 hydrothermal features are found here, of which more than 500 are geysers. That's about half of the world's geysers and the largest concentration of active geysers in the world. All right, so we finally made it to our campground for the next 3 nights, which is the Madison campground here inside of Yellowstone. And we have one spot, but we squeezed both our babies in there. Woo! Sabrina's making our famous beans and rice and avocado. Okay, so we are getting ready right now because we are gonna do a sunrise hike tomorrow. Sunrise is at 5:45, so it's an hour away, like 40 minutes away. So we're getting up early. All right, good morning, guys. Morning. Today, let me set you down. No, I'm not setting you down. We are gonna do the Bunsen Peak Trail here in Yellowstone. So it's only like a 4.2 mile trail, so nothing too crazy. All right, we're about halfway up the trail, and as you can see, there is snow. The snow is different. It's way more compact and slick. So we're all taking our time, forging ahead. Breathing the breeze and trying to grow. We are almost at the top. It's been snowy the last half mile, but we're almost there. Lost in the sight of you alone. Here I'll stay till dawn. Okay, we're descending the mountain, or can you call this a mountain? Hill. Going straight down. The breeze in the sky sings me a song. Here I'll stay After our hike, we decided to drive to the Mammoth Hot Springs. After we left the hot springs, we decided to drive up to the town of Gardner, which is unfortunately the area where the floods took out most of the roads. We were lucky to pass through before the floods, but our hearts go out to the people who were displaced during that time. So we officially just entered Lamar Valley, and as soon as we passed the sign, there are bison on the road. In Yellowstone, Lamar Valley is one of the best places to see wildlife. You will often see people pulled over on the side of the road, catch a glimpse at some of the large mammals you can see here, including large herds of bison, pronghorn, badgers, grizzly bears, bald eagles, osprey, deer, and coyotes. Oh, and wolves. Can't forget about them. Okay, so we ended up hiking this Trout Lake trail, which was horrible because it was raining and muddy and I slipped and fell and it was whatever, and we're super tired. But we're driving back to the campsite to wrap up the day and we just saw a bald eagle! A freaking bald eagle! But you can barely see it because my camera's zoom lens is not efficient for how far away it was. But
and now we're camping out.
We're hoping it will come out of the tree. Alright guys, good morning. So it is our third day here in Yellowstone. We woke up early and finally went and took a shower after like 5 days at the Old Faithful Inn.
It was glorious.
It was glorious. And we have bison in the parking lot over there. So we're gonna try and avoid them. And there is Crow Daddy. On our fourth day, we decided to visit the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. In case you were wondering, the Grand Canyon isn't just in Arizona. There's also the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. This was created by the erosion from the Yellowstone River. The canyon is more than 1,000 feet deep, 1,500 to 4,000 feet wide, and roughly 20 miles long.
Oh! Where did you think there's something down there?
Oh yeah.
That's like the
I haven't filmed much all day, but we're at the final trail of the day and trying to walk to Storm Point here. The issue is the trail path is being blocked by that guy right there, that big old bison. Right there. And then we were like, oh, but there's another entrance. And we look over there and there's another one by the other side. So we're hoping the little guy will, the big guy, will move some point in the next reasonable amount of time.
Oh wow.